All right, let's talk about a problem that, pretty much anyone who's traveled internationally has slammed into: money. How do you actually get to your own cash and spend it when you're thousands of miles from home? Let's dive right into it. Seriously, have you ever had that heart-stopping moment? You're at a little cafe in a new city, you're trying to pay the bill, and declined. Your card just doesn't work. All of a sudden, you're totally cut off from your own money. It's a terrible feeling, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So why does this happen all the time? Well, it really boils down to one simple, kind of frustrating fact. Your traditional bank, it doesn't really travel with you. It's built to operate within its own country's borders. And the second you step outside of them, well, that's when things can get messy. I mean, picture this. You're halfway across the world, maybe in a totally different time zone. You go to buy something and bam, card's blocked. Your bank's fraud detection system, which is supposed to be helping you, sees this weird international activity and just shuts you down. Now you're stuck, probably trying to make a super expensive international call just to prove you are who you say you are. This whole nightmare experience, it's a perfect example of something called cross-border friction. It sounds fancy, but it's a really simple problem. The financial systems that work flawlessly for you at home can just completely fall apart the minute you're on foreign soil. They were built for a world with hard borders, not for the way we travel today. And this isn't just about a one-time blocked payment. For a whole group of people now, like digital nomads, the problem goes way deeper. I mean, just to open a simple bank account, you need a proof of residence, a utility bill, a lease agreement. But what if you don't have a fixed address? What if your whole lifestyle is about being mobile? You can literally get trapped, unable to access the most basic financial tools you need to live. But what if there was a way for your money to travel just as freely as you do? All this friction we've been talking about, it's exactly the problem that a whole new class of financial tools is being built to solve. So what is the solution? Well, this is where crypto cards come into the picture. They are designed from the ground up with one goal in mind: to be completely and totally borderless. And here's the key thing to get: the absolute magic of it. This isn't about trying to pay for your dinner with some weird digital coin that nobody's heard of. No, no. The cool part happens completely behind the scenes. You hold a digital asset, and when you swipe your card, it instantly converts into whatever the local currency is. Euros, yen, whatever, and the shopkeeper gets paid just like any other normal transaction. They don't even know the difference. So yeah, here's the textbook definition. Just think of it like a bridge. It's a bridge between the new world of digital assets and the everyday world where you need to buy stuff. It basically connects your crypto wallet to that massive global Visa or MasterCard network, making your crypto spendable, well, pretty much anywhere. Let's make this real with an example. You take a fintech solution like PintoPay. It's built specifically for this. The reason it works in over 150 countries is because it completely sidesteps that border friction we talked about. Its whole system isn't tied to one country's old-school banking rules. It's native to the internet itself. Now, it's really important to know this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. The term crypto card actually covers a few different types of products, and it's worth taking a second to understand the landscape so you can see what might actually work for you. So this chart breaks it down really nicely. First up, you've got your exchange-based cards. These come from the big guys like Binance or Coinbase. They're awesome if you're already living and breathing in their ecosystem. Then you have independent fintech solutions. These are often more specialized, really zeroing in on travel and global payments. And finally, there's the white label stuff, which is really more for businesses who want to offer their own branded cards to their customers. And what that all means is that there is no single best card. The right one for you depends completely on, well, you. Are you a casual user who just wants to spend from an account you already have? Or are you a globetrotter who needs a powerful, dedicated tool for the road? Your answer really points you to the right solution. So with all that in mind, how do you actually choose one? If you're a traveler, what are the absolute must-haves, the non-negotiables you should be looking for? Okay, here are the 3 big ones you have to look for. First, worldwide acceptance. Look, if it doesn't run on the Visa or MasterCard network, its usefulness just plummets. Second, can you use it with your phone? Make sure it's compatible with Apple Pay and Google Pay, because that's just how we pay for things now. And third, and this is huge, no hidden border fees. I mean, come on, avoiding those ridiculous fees is kind of the whole point of this. Okay, so for our last thought, let's just zoom out for a second. This whole conversation isn't just about a new fancy type of credit card. It's really a peek into a much, much bigger shift happening in the world of finance. What this technology really does is it directly challenges this old idea that our financial lives have to be trapped inside national borders. And as more and more of us live and work all over the globe, it really makes you wonder, are we seeing the beginning of the end for that old location-based banking model? It's a huge question, and it's one that tools just like these are forcing us all to ask. Thanks so much for tuning in.